So I just want to get situated because this is gonna be serious video, like super serious. Like my hair is down and everything. My phone, put it on. Let me put it on silent right now. Silent. And I just want to get into it. Okay, so hi, my name's Daniel, DEV. Welcome to my channel. I just want to say something real quick. I am a Resident Evil fan. Nowadays, it's a weird thing to categorize you nowadays, because they'll say, are you an OG fan? Are you the original trilogy fans? Or are you a recent, newer fans of Resident Evil? Meaning 7 and 8. Or 6, 7, 8. I'm thinking more 7 and 8 now. But I am a fan. From 0 all the way to right now 7. And there's even some that I haven't even played. I'm just talking about the main number games, which I have, like, I'm a fan. I'm not sure if this means that I'm a fan that I have the physical disc, but I bought these games like 4 or 5 times. A couple of these. Resident Evil Origins Collection, Resident Evil 0 and 1. This is the reason why I wanted a GameCube. This, and for Resident Evil 4. This was a prime reason why I wanted a GameCube. Plain and simple. Like, simple, straight facts. Yeah, that's why I wanted a GameCube. For those games alone. And they also reported Resident Evil 2 and 3, the original 2 and 3 on there, and I should have bought it, but I was broke as fuck. I couldn't afford it. It was either Resident Evil 0 and 1 and 4 or nothing at all. So then Resident Evil 2, I pre-ordered mine, got the deluxe edition. I'll admit, very scummy on how they did this. The original soundtrack should have been a given. It should have been for all copies. Definitely. Resident Evil 5, this is where it really... 4 split fans definitely did. 5 split them even farther away. So it's either you like this or this. None, you can't go in between. You can't say, I kind of like 4 better than this. The fanboys were fucking crazy back then. Just like Star Wars fans now. You can't like the prequels without the sequels, and then the originals. Like it's all fucked up. But I have great memories with both these games. I used to play with my cousins all the time. All the fucking time. We used to replay levels if we didn't beat it perfectly. This was, will admit, this is what I say got my cousins interested in Resident Evil because of this game. And then they fell in love with the remakes. So shout out to Resident Evil 5. Very underrated. People hate it. But here's another one. 6. Now, 6. 6 was a hard pill to swallow. I feel like they tried to break up Resident Evil fans into 3 stories and categorize them easily. Because if you said, hey, Leon's campaign was my favorite campaign. Oh, you like Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 because of zombies. It was slow paced, not that much action in it, which it didn't. It was slow paced. It was scary. It was legit scary. If you like Resident Evil 4 and 5, you're gonna like Chris's campaign. So be it. If you want a mixture of things, you're gonna like Sherry's campaign. Okay, yeah, I guess. Six was enjoyable for me up to Chris's part. Chris's part got really fucking hard, irritating, and too actiony. I don't know. Maybe it's just the OG fanboys speaking out, but that's where they kind of fucked up a little bit, not gonna lie. But Resident Evil 7, this really broke up fans, like really broke up. If you like Resident Evil 7, nothing wrong with you, perfectly fine. It's very different, and I think they knew that when they just, I feel like this was a reboot of the whole franchise, because no advertisements for Resident Evil number 7, just straight up Resident Evil. The Roman numerals were, yeah, colored in, but they didn't have to do that. And then Biohazard. I feel like this was a reboot. I really do. And Resident Evil 8, it looks like, so Resident Evil 8 looks like Resident Evil because of Resident Evil 7. That's it. And because, well, we got Chris. That's why it's Resident Evil, because it has Chris. Which, by the way, they had to redo the whole face of Chris in the game because people hated it in Resident Evil 7. Resident Evil 8 does not look like Resident Evil 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, or 6. It doesn't look like that. It looks like Resident Evil 7, which it's coming right after. So yeah, of course it looks like 7, right? But gameplay wise, story wise, what I'm seeing, it's like a sprinkle of Resident Evil, which I get. It's hard to do from, so Resident Evil 0, prequel to everything, right? It sets up everything. It's not one of my favorites, but it sets it up. It sets up well Resident Evil 1. And then Resident Evil 1 sets up well for Resident Evil 2. Then 2 for 3, because 3 was happening while Resident Evil 2 was going on, but yeah. And then 4 takes a favorite character in Resident Evil 2, throw it in the future. Now you're outside of Raccoon City. You have a little bit of Umbrella. You have Albert Wesker in the background. You have Ada Wong, which is from Resident Evil 2. And then you have a whole new enemy. You have, it's still scary. It's still, like, to this day, I still get fucking scared. Like, of playing that game, sometimes it gets me. And it's hard to talk about this. It really is. As a fanboy, like, I want to like 8 because it looks fucking beautiful, but story-wise, it doesn't look like Resident Evil other than having Chris in it. And Chris looks like the fucking bad guy. Maybe they turn him, flip him. I don't fucking know. They've done this before. In Resident Evil Revelations, he looks like he was a bad guy. Like he had a twin or something. I don't fucking know. But it's a shit show. Sorry, I'm just very hard to talk about this. And like, I love Resident Evil. I really do. Like, I bought Resident Evil Remake how many times? I bought Resident Evil 1, the original one, for PS1. I bought the remake for GameCube. I bought it again for the Xbox One. And I bought it for my PC, which looks fucking amazing. It looks beautiful. So I bought that 4 times. Resident Evil 4. Bought it for GameCube. I bought it for the PS2. I bought it for the 360. Bought it for the Xbox One. And I bought it for PC. I bought that game 5 times. 5 times. Same thing for Resident Evil 5. 360, Xbox One, PC. Resident Evil 6. Same thing. Resident Evil 7, I only bought it 1 time. I didn't buy the deluxe. I didn't pre-order this. I did none of that. I think the only one I pre-ordered was 5. I think I pre-ordered that when it originally came out for 360. And these are all games I always come back to. I always come back to Resident Evil. Like I always, like out of all options, I always go back to these games. Either it be on here, on my Xbox, or like on my PC. It's a tough time to be an RE fan. I mean, it's great they're making other games, Resident Evil wise. It's great that they redid 2 and 3. Awesome. Oh, by the way, I have Resident Evil 3 downloaded because coronavirus. I wasn't gonna go out, so I just pre-ordered it on the Xbox. I'm not gonna buy a digital one. 3 was okay. Resident Evil 3, the original one, wasn't my favorite anyways. 2 was my favorite, so yeah, I'm gonna pre-order it. To this day, Resident Evil 2 original is like my top 5. It's like number 2. It's just... And then now when you see Resident Evil 8, there's werewolves in it. There wasn't anything zombie related, and they show one image of Umbrella, like that logo. That's it. That's all they showed, and then Chris. That's it. At least Resident Evil 4 had ties in with La Plagas, which is from Resident Evil 3, which now I guess the remake ties it in better with Resident Evil 4. You have Leon, Ada, Krauser, which technically isn't tied into Resident Evil at all. It was tied into the Umbrella game, or not the Umbrella Chronicles for the Wii U or for the Wii. He tied in there, but he has ties with Albert, and he has ties with Umbrella. What else? Like 7. I'm really trying to rethink 7. I don't think 7 had any ties in with other Resident Evil games, besides like the Easter eggs, the Arclight Mountains, and the house was built by Umbrella. I'm really blanking. Holy shit. The house was tied into Umbrella. And then Blue Umbrella, right? Because Chris, the other Umbrella company, yeah. And then you got Chris at the end. Redfield. I'm Redfield. I really can't think of 7. You're Ethan, you're looking for your wife. She's been missing. And then the Baker family? Oh shit. Was it the Baker? It was the Baker family, right? Oh fuck. That family just all fucked up. Because Mia was a project or experiment of a company, which I don't know the name of. Wasn't Tricell. I don't think it was Tricell. Holy shit, I'm really blanking. When's the last time I played Resident Evil 7? Point is, Resident Evil isn't what it used to be. And is that okay? Because Resident Evil 0 ties in with multiple Resident Evil games. Resident Evil 1 ties in with multiple Resident Evil games. 1 through 6, they all tie in. By one thing or another, they all tie in. 7 doesn't have that many tie-ins. It's not that it doesn't have that Resident Evil background. It has, like, from what I remember, I'm sure I had fun. I sure had a good time playing it the first time. It's not a Resident Evil game. It's different. Damn. That sucks. Fuck. But yeah, that's... Am I gonna get Resident Evil 8? Yes. I'm gonna try it out. I'm sure I'm gonna like it at first. hopefully there's a plot twist or something that's like, oh shit, it was Albert Wesker, he's alive, or Chris is. I really don't know. I don't know where to go with the story. Like, I really don't know. This is just all fucked up. Like, I don't really fucking know. Like, should I keep going? Like, I think I should cut this out. Oh my god. Okay. But am I a bad Resident Evil fan for saying I'm excited for 8, even though I know technically it's not going to be really Resident Evil? That it should be like a whole spin-off altogether with the sprinkle of Resident Evil. I don't know. This is really hard for me. This is harder than when Kojima left to do his own thing and forgot Metal Gear. And that's another whole thing that we need to not get into today. But what do you guys think? Is it something you're excited for? Something you're worried about? Because I'm low-key excited / worried. But thank you for watching, and peace. I'm not gonna pre-order though. I'm not gonna pre-order. No.